shocking secrets behind classic art. Imagine standing in a gallery, staring into the eyes of a painted king, a mysterious merchant's wife, or a young princess. What if I told you that these works of art, immortalized on canvas, were more than just portraits? They held secrets, lost loves, bold deceptions, and even clandestine marriages? Shocking clues about what is really going on under the paint and hidden in plain sight. History is not just written in books. It's painted, glazed, and layered with intrigue. Ready to peel back the paint and uncover the truth? Let's dive in. Portraits have always been more than just pictures. They're time capsules, windows into the lives of personalities of history's movers and shakers. From the monarchs to the revolutionaries, these works of art captured not just faces but legacies. Yet behind every masterpiece, there's often a story, one of drama, deception, or even scandal. Today, we'll uncover some of the hidden tales behind some of history's most famous portraits. What did the artists know? And what were they trying to tell us that we've missed? Let's start with one of the most mysterious smiles in art history, the Mona Lisa. Leonardo da Vinci worked on her portrait for years, obsessively adding layer upon layer of glaze to create that ethereal glow. But did you know her identity is still a hot topic of debate? Some argue that she was Lisa Gherardini, a merchant's wife, commissioned by her husband Francisco del Giocondo. I'm sure that I messed up those names. To celebrate the birth of their son, or the purchase of a new home, or something like that. This theory is supported by records from Da Vinci's time linking the name Mona Lisa to Lisa Gherardini. Anyway, others believe that she was an idealized version of femininity, embodying Da Vinci's artistic philosophy, a Renaissance ideal of beauty and grace. Then there's the eyebrow-raising theory that she's a self-portrait of Da Vinci himself, with some researchers pointing to similarities in the facial structure between the Mona Lisa and Da Vinci's known sketches of himself. Some even suggest she represents a composite figure, blending the features from multiple muses to create an image of universal beauty. Though this idea remains speculative and not widely endorsed by experts, the layers of mystery behind this portrait are as intricate as the painting itself. Did you know that the iconic portrait of George Washington, yes, the one you've seen on dollar bills and classroom walls, almost didn't exist? Picture this. The artist, Gilbert Stuart, never actually finished the painting. He left it incomplete on purpose, holding it hostage to ensure that Washington would pay for more copies. Historians debate Stuart's motives. Was he simply trying to secure additional sales, leveraging the portrait's iconic appeal? Or was he genuinely concerned that Washington might not pay, given Stuart's history of financial instability? While there's no direct documentation of Washington refusing payment, Stuart's reputation for shrewd business practices makes the first theory more likely. Either way, his tactic ensured he profited handsomely while securing the portrait's place in history. Regardless of the reason, his strategy worked, ensuring both his financial gain and the legacy of the now iconic portrait. Now consider Diego Velázquez, Las Minas, a Spanish masterpiece that seemed simple at first. A young princess surrounded by her entourage. But look closer, and you'll find Velázquez's own image lurking in the background, paintbrush in hand. It's an artistic mic drop, blending reality with illusion, and making us question who the true subject of the painting really is. Some art historians see this as a clever act of self-promotion, with Velázquez subtly advertising his skill to potential patrons. Others interpret it as a commentary on the nature of art and reality, elevating the artist's role within the social hierarchy of his time. And what about the famous portrait of Henry VIII by Hans Holbein? This image practically shouts power, with the king's broad shoulders and piercing gaze. But here's the twist. Holbein may have edited the king's appearance to make him look more imposing. In reality, by the time this portrait was made, Henry was struggling with obesity and health problems. It's history's first example of Photoshop. And it worked, cementing Henry's image as a fearsome ruler for centuries. This portrayal of health and vigor aligned perfectly with the Tudor monarchy's need to project strength and stability during turbulent times. The real reality? Well, Henry had a strong and athletic build in his youth, excellent at jousting, hunting, and tennis. He later succumbed to injuries and health issues that left him overweight and plagued by chronic pain. Holbein's portrait cleverly glossed over these realities, offering an idealized version of a king that bolstered his reputation and kept his subjects in awe. The visual deception was so effective that even today, many still envision Henry VIII as the larger-than-life figure depicted in this masterpiece. Perhaps the most shocking tale comes from a lesser-known work, the Arnold Finney portrait by Jack van Eyck. The 15th century masterpiece appears to show a wealthy couple in their home, but look closer. The convex mirror in the background reveals two more figures, possibly Van Eyck himself, and a witness. Scholars debate the purpose of this detail. Was it a clever signature, a sign of the artist's presence, or a way to cement the authenticity of the scene? The painting is also packed with rich symbolism. A single candle burning in the chandelier represents the presence of God. The dog symbolizes fidelity, and the oranges on the windowsill hint at wealth and fertility. And here's where speculation enters the picture. Some historians propose that the Arnolfini portrait is a legal document, capturing the moment of a clandestine marriage. While there's no definitive proof of this, it's known that in medieval Europe, marriages often required witnesses or symbolic gestures to be legally binding. The convex mirror in the background, showing additional figures, may represent these witnesses, lending some weight to this theory. Additionally, details like the joined hands of the couple, the placement of the bed, and the single burning candle, often interpreted as divine presence, might symbolize the sacred contractual elements of matrimony. Whether or not it served as a formal record, the painting's intricate symbolism suggests deeper layers of meaning than a simple domestic scene. Whether it's a symbolic masterpiece or a snapshot of medieval life, it challenges everything we think we know about art in this period and offers endless possibilities for interpretation. These stories remind us that portraits are never just about what we see on the surface. They are layered with intent, symbolism, and sometimes outright manipulation. The secrets hidden within these frames don't just reveal more about the subjects or the artists. They reshape how we understand entire periods of history. Who was really in charge, and what did they want us to believe about them? So, the next time you stand before a portrait, remember to look beyond the brushstrokes. Behind every carefully painted face is a story waiting to be uncovered. A story of power, identity, and the human desire to be remembered. Art doesn't just reflect history, it shapes it. So, here's an ounce. Just like you can't judge a book by its cover, you can't always see with your eyes what's in any picture. There's always more, right there in front of you, but hidden. And that's it. An ounce submitted for your consideration. Now, it's your turn. Which portrait's hidden story surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our videos on why nobody in photographs is smiling or vintage fake news for more fascinating tales and shocking little surprises. Like, subscribe, and stay curious. There's always more to discover. Thanks.